The world of K-pop has once again been rocked by news that is so shocking that millions of fans around the world can't stop talking about it. This time, the spotlight is on the most phenomenal duo from the BTS group, namely Jungkook and Jimin, widely known as Jikook. The issue of their proximity is not new among the ARMY. However, a recent moment involving a well-known public figure, Chu Seung Hun, suddenly made old speculation heat up again, even reaching unprecedented levels. The moment that changed everything. It all started with a casual event that featured several public figures, including Chu Seung Hun. In an atmosphere that seemed light and full of jokes, Jungkook and Jimin looked very comfortable with each other, more than usual, according to some fans. In a moment that is now viral on various platforms such as TikTok and X, Chu Seung Hun casually asked a question that immediately made the atmosphere change. He alluded to the closeness between Jungkook and Jimin in a joking tone, but clearly enough to provoke a reaction. Instead of dodging as they often did in the past, the two actually gave a response that was considered different by the public. Response to speculation. Jungkook was seen smiling broadly, while Jimin looked a little nervous but still laughed. In the video clip, Jungkook briefly says something that sounds like a vague confession, while Jimin responds with an expression that makes fans even more curious. Although there are no explicit statements that really confirm the relationship as many imagine, the way they interact in the moment is considered more honest and unfiltered. Many fans judged that their attitude this time showed a much higher level of comfort than before, as if they were no longer too worried about how the public would interpret their relationship. Chu Seung Hun's reaction in the spotlight. What makes this moment even more interesting is the reaction of Chu Seung Hun himself. He seemed to smile meaningfully, even nodding several times as if he understood something that was not said directly. The expression immediately sparked various theories among netizens. Many speculate that he may know more than he looks, or at least feel a strong chemistry between the two. But of course, all of that is still limited to public interpretation. Netizens explode, hashtags instantly trending. It didn't take long. Pieces of the video immediately spread widely and became viral. On TikTok, this video was viewed millions of times in just a matter of hours. While in X, various hashtags related to Jikook immediately occupied a global trending topic. Netizens' comments were also mixed. Some were happy to see the natural closeness between Jungkook and Jimin, while others cautioned against going so far as to speculate without official confirmation. Others praised the courage of both for being perceived as more open and authentic in front of the public, despite the evolving interpretations. Between fact and interpretation. It is important to understand that, until now, there has been no official statement from HYB nor from the two idols regarding relations outside of friendship. This is not a new phenomenon in the K-pop world. Warm interactions and full of chemistry often trigger various interpretations from fans. In many cases, this is actually part of the attraction for idols. However, the line between reality and public perception is often blurred, especially when moments like this happen spontaneously and are caught on camera. The power of Jikook chemistry. Undeniably, one of the reasons why this moment is so viral is because of the strong chemistry that has long been known between Jungkook and Jimin. Since debuting with BTS, the two have often shown a warm closeness, both on stage and behind the scenes. Small moments such as teasing each other, laughing together, to supporting each other on various occasions have built an image of a very close relationship in the eyes of fans. And when an interaction feels more honest than usual, it's natural for the public reaction to be so great. Conclusion: viral, but still mysterious. Jikook's moment in front of Chu Seung Hun did manage to steal the world's attention and spark a big discussion among fans. But behind all that, one thing remains clear. There is no official confirmation that really reveals what really happened. Is this just a joke? Or a code that was intentionally or unintentionally revealed? The answer is still a mystery. To be sure, this one brief moment has once again proved how influential Jungkook and Jimin are in the entertainment world, where every little gesture can become the subject of global conversation. And for the ARMY, Jikook's story still seems to be a hot topic that never loses its appeal. Wider viral impact in the entertainment world. The viral phenomenon involving Jungkook and Jimin not only stopped among fans, but also began to spread to various global entertainment media. Many international news portals began to raise the moment as one of the hot topics, discussing how a simple interaction could trigger such a huge wave of reactions. In the digital age as it is now, a single piece of video lasting just a few seconds can be fuel for global discussion, especially if it involves big names like BTS, who have an incredibly large and loyal fan base around the world. Not a few media analysts consider that the strength of fandom also plays an important role in enlarging the impact of the moment. Every little gesture, facial expression, and tone of voice can be analyzed in depth by fans who have followed their journey for years. An analysis of body language. One of the most discussed things by netizens was the body language of Jungkook and Jimin in the moment. Many tried to read their interactions more deeply. For example, the way Jungkook looked relaxed but full of confidence when answering, and Jimin who is several times seen looking down while smiling. For some, this is considered a sign of strong emotional comfort. But on the other hand, there are also those who argue that the reaction can be purely spontaneous in an awkward but still relaxed situation. Moreover, the presence of Chu Seung Hun, known for his relaxed style, often provokes a natural reaction from his guests. This debate is actually increasingly making the topic continue to live and grow on social media. The fans' perspective between hope and reality. For most of the ARMY, this moment became something very special. Many felt that they saw another side of Jungkook and Jimin's relationship that was rarely exposed publicly. However, there are also fans who choose to be wiser. They warned that as a public figure, every idol's actions could easily be misinterpreted. Therefore, it is important to remain respectful of privacy and not draw too far-reaching conclusions. This discussion even gave rise to two large camps, those who believe there is something more and those who see it as a very close and sincere friendship. The role of social media in shaping narratives. It is undeniable. Platforms such as TikTok and X have a big role in shaping the narrative of this incident. Algorithms that drive viral content keep those videos appearing on the homepage of millions of users. In fact, various edited versions of the video began to appear, from dramatic, romantic, to humorous. This further expands the range and strengthens a certain perception among the audience. In many cases, this edited version is actually more influential than the original video because it is able to capture the emotions of the audience in a more intense way. How does the K-pop industry react to something like this? Phenomena like this have actually become part of the dynamics of the K-pop industry. Many idols have a popular pairing among fans, and this is often one of the factors that increase engagement. However, agencies like HYB usually remain cautious in addressing potentially sensitive issues. They are less likely to provide clarification if there are no things that really need to be formally straightened out. This approach often keeps speculation growing, but on the other hand, it also keeps the artist's privacy protected. Will this continue? The big question now is, will this moment have a long-term impact? Many predict that the topic of Jikook will come up again whenever there are new interactions between Jungkook and Jimin in the future. In fact, the slightest moment is likely to be reanalyzed in depth by fans. But beyond all the speculation, one thing is certain. Their relationship, whatever its form, has become an important part of BTS's journey as well as the experience of its fans. Closing. Between facts, emotions, and imagination. This viral story shows how a simple moment can evolve into a global phenomenon that involves the emotions, expectations, and interpretations of millions of people. The interaction between Jungkook, Jimin, and Chu Seung Hun may have been brief, but the impact was far-reaching.